we are back for Tutorial Tuesday and we have a Volta themed one. We're going to be breaking it down, taking the 3 craziest skills from Volta and making sure you can learn them super fast. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first one is drag back sombrero. It looks a little bit like this. So as you can see, the first Volta skill that you're gonna learn is the drag back sombrero. But before we get into it, in this video, I'm actually giving away 6 copies of FIFA 21, so stay tuned to see how you can win it. The first way you can enter is by having the most comments on this video. By next Tuesday, I'm going to have counted who commented the most, and we're gonna make sure that you get a copy of FIFA 21. But for now, this move. So we're gonna break it down into 3 easy steps. The first one, the ball's gonna be in front of you. We're gonna roll it in front as we're taking a touch, and then we're gonna put our dominant foot on the ball, and we're gonna turn the opposite direction. I'm right-footed, put my right foot on the ball, and I'm gonna turn towards the left and hop behind. It's an odd motion, but we'll just do it a couple of times. Ball in front, foot on, hop around, and face the other way. So when you're facing forward, you're gonna turn, face the other way, right-footed, turn to the left. If you're left-footed, you're gonna come towards the ball, put the foot on, turn, and you're gonna turn towards the right, okay? So step 1, we're just gonna put the foot on the ball and turn around. So this hopping motion. To do this, we put some weight on the ball, jump, turn, all together, back to back. And now, with our momentum, we're gonna be traveling backwards. What we're actually gonna do is flick over the opponent. We're gonna roll the ball back and then flick up. This is step 2. So, just get used to this. You've got your foot on the ball, you're gonna roll it back, and you're gonna flick up. The way that you're doing this is you're pointing your toes under the ball. So as it comes, you're under it, and you're just gonna bend at the knee and lift, okay? All together, it's just gonna be 1, roll, 2. 1, 2. Okay, we see that as the ball is in the air, my leg is bent like so. So as you can see, as I'm moving forward, I've got the momentum, moving forward, turn, momentum, roll, flick. At this point, my leg is bent, and that's gonna lead into step 3. And the final step is just gonna be to extend the bent leg, flick it over our head, turn, and carry on. So all together, it's gonna be 1, turn, flick, over, just like so. Now, a different angle, just so you can see it. It's gonna be 1, 2, flick, oh. You have to time the flick right, because otherwise, if you do it too early, you're gonna kick it away. If you do it at the wrong time, you can go straight up. You gotta wait just so it's at the right height to flick and get over it. Oh, actually, get under and round it so it comes this way. As always, if you're finding this tricky, just repeat, repeat, repeat. This is not an easy move. It's gonna be here, 1, 2, 3. Control it, 4. And that is the drag back sombrero Volta move. And now I'm gonna give away the second copy of FIFA 21. I am gonna give it away to the funniest comment. Tell me a joke, and whichever one I find the funniest, I'm gonna send you a copy of FIFA 21. But more importantly, let's get into the second trick. So the second Volta trick is called the ball hop flick, otherwise known as the jump acca. Looks a little bit like this. Should have seen it before, bam, just like that. And you're actually gonna use it to shift across and go over the opponent. We're gonna break this down into 3 steps just to make sure you get it. What we're gonna do, first step, we're gonna grip it between our feet here. So this is my ankle. We're gonna go just in line with the ankle and the curve of my foot at the back. I'm gonna grip it here, and when you do so, I'm pushing in, okay? I'm pushing in this way. And you can test if you've got the right grip, because you can actually jump up and down. And then you can test it even more if you can jump to the side, jump to the other side, and see how high you can jump. Whee! Okay, so that's step 1, we're just gonna get the grip. If you're doing it too far forwards, ball will maybe wobble out, okay? So if you're doing it too far back, you might also do the same thing and wiggle around with the back. So, we wanna make sure it's in line with the ankle, grip it, and we're gonna be able to hop. If you are right-footed, we're gonna practice jumping high and to the right, okay? Just like so. If you are left-footed, you're gonna jump high and to the left. And that's when you know you've got the right grip. Step 2, what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on releasing the ball. Kind of feels like it's gonna be a rainbow flick, you know, if you're doing it Neymar style like so, but actually it's completely different. We're gonna stay flat onto the opponent, we're gonna jump as high as we can, and we're gonna release the ball at the point where it's gonna go the highest. We're gonna jump as if we're going to the right. However, At the point just before our highest, we're gonna let go. By letting go, we do so by releasing the inwards push from our strong foot. So we're gonna stop putting the pressure on the ball and we're just gonna let go of it, like so. And you see the ball goes to the right and then I land. So I'm squeezing, squeeze, 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 stop. And that's when the ball goes. Test this a couple of times. If you let go too early, the ball won't go up. And if you let go too late, it'll just be kind of little and you'll land before the ball. So you want to get the right timing, which is just before the highest point, which is now. Boom. And that's what we're going to do. So step 2 is literally just to release the ball, and then we're going to get our balance on our left foot. So once we're balanced on our weak foot, the aim is that the ball is going to be moving. We've landed. Now all we're going to have to do, similar, extend that leg, finish the akka, change the direction, and that's how we're going to kill the defender. So all three together with the extension of the leg, we're going to squeeze it, we're going to hop to the side, extend the leg, change direction. 1, 2. I'm going to try and do the whole thing in front of us. And what I did there was control the ball. In real life, we're going to want to put the ball in front of us, just like so, just like that. And the change of direction will get the defender. This move's epic. There's also a lot of combinations you can do with it. Maybe you want to have this one. I don't know, you can get creative. And that's actually going to be a way to win another copy of FIFA. So actually, I'm going to be giving away extra copies of FIFA. I'm going to be picking 3 of the best entries. And to enter, what you're going to have to do is do all 3 skills in this video, post it on Instagram, tag @EA Sports, tag Street Panna, and I'll be picking the best. Not only will they get featured on my page, but we'll send you a copy of FIFA. However, for now, we're going to get into the 3rd and final trick, and this one is definitely the most difficult. I do not find it easy. However, y'all are ballers, you can get it down. Let's get into it. So trust me, this skill is very tough. I'll be impressed with every one of you that gets this down. This Volta skill move is known as the fancy rainbow flick, otherwise known as the around the world leg catch flick. Trust me, it's insane, but we're gonna break it down and you lot can get it. So, to start with, I'd recommend learning the regular leg catch flick. So, what I'd do for this move, the way that I learned was by learning a knee catch. To catch a ball in your knees, you're gonna wanna make sure that your legs are shoulder width apart, and then you're gonna bend your legs and squeeze, okay? So we flick the ball up. When you flick the ball up, I recommend coming to about hip height. As the ball is landing, that's when you try and clutch it with your knees, just like so. So that was actually a bit below hip, however you'll see the shape. So if I do it from the side angle, you'll see the ball comes up and loops. And then I catch by bending my legs and squeezing. So this is how I do a knee catch. If you're finding this difficult, I can add later tutorials, just comment that down below. And just like the ball hop flick, or the jump hacker, we're squeezing in, okay? Squeezing. Now at this point, I'm right foot, so I'm gonna raise my right foot forward just by doing so. And as the ball moves, I squeeze in a different direction. So I'm squeezing this way, and now I'm squeezing backward. At this point, I bend my leg and I try and catch the ball between my calf, okay? Kind of hard to do, sometimes it's very slippery. The football here, I think, can make a difference. This ball is just normal, it's not too grippy. Also, sometimes if you're wearing shorts, it's easier because your skin's grippier. But anyway, we're here, we lift, and at this point, we're gonna drop the ball and we're gonna point our toes. This is very important. To do a calf clutch, what we're gonna do is we point our toes and we're gonna clutch the ball between this gap, okay? You can practice this in many ways. You can bounce it, go like so. There's actually a tutorial on this in the iCard, so if you find it difficult, go over there. However, for now, we flick the ball up, it's in our knees, we come across, and then we've got it in this position. So at the moment, we've got 2 little variations, but we want the Volta skill move. So you'll see the difference with the Volta move is that there is no leg catch and transition. It's all one movement. In fact, it's super fast. Jay Zinio, shout out to my bro. Actually, go and check our video. That one was mad, Volta skills. However, he can do this move in real life straight away. It's crazy. I'm going to give it a go properly, but the way that I think is best to learn it to start with is to go straight from an inside around the world flicker. So an inside around the world is this way, not this way. If you didn't see the difference, I'll replay them both. So what we're going to do at this point, we're going to do an inside around the world. But instead of kicking the ball, we're going to flick the ball up high and we're going to try and clutch it straight away into the calf clutch. This is, I think it's a very difficult freestyle move. I've been practicing it today for this tutorial, but let's get into it. So we're going to flick it up. We're going to make sure that we're straight on and that we are not clutching it at a funny angle. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll the ball back, do an around the world flick up, get the height and clutch it here. And it's very important to make sure that we're not clutching it like this, but we want to point our toes and and that's how we're gonna get the good grip. I'm not massively good at it, but here we go. It's gonna be 1, 2. Woo, just like that. Actually, I'm pretty gassed. This move does feel epic when you get it. Okay, so make sure it's straight, around, grab. It's so annoying. Around, okay, there we go. Ideally, it would be there. Then at this point, lean forwards, 1, 2. Oof. So ideally for this move, we're gonna do around the world catch, step 1, and then 1, 2, over, control it, and we're away. It's pretty tricky. However, to do the flick itself, there are 2 ways. You can lean forward and just kind of like momentum it, like so. Or the way which I think is super dope, I'm not massively good at, however, it is to straighten the leg, and as you straighten it, you then flick back your heel, kind of like a scorpion, just like that. It's very hard to control, however, you can definitely get that down. They're the 2 variations to do it. So 1 is to grip it, and to go lean forward, momentum, put it over. This will normally land just in front. Or you can extend, back heel, and that one feels super dope when you get it. All right, Jay-Zinho, I'm doing it for you. Here, Alright, so that is the fancy rainbow flick, otherwise known as the around the world leg catch flick. It's an insane one, and as I said, there are many FIFAs being given away today. So this is what you gotta do. So the first way to win FIFA is the most comments on this video. I'll be adding it up this time next week. Whoever's got the most comments, I will drop you a message and we'll make sure you get a copy of FIFA. The second way to win a copy of FIFA 21 is to drop your best joke, and whichever one I find funniest, nothing too rude, I will make sure it wins a copy of FIFA 21. The third way to win a copy of FIFA 21 is to hit the bell, subscribe, and make sure that on my next Sunday video, I'm gonna be checking the first person to comment FIFA 21 Volta will get sent a copy of FIFA 21. And then of course there were 3 more ways to win this, and that is to do the free tricks, upload them onto Instagram, tag EA Sports FIFA, tag Street Panna, and I'll share the best on my page. And the ones which I think are super dope, I'll make sure you get copies. If it was up to me, I'd give you all a copy of FIFA 21. However, good luck with the competition, and thank you EA for giving me these to give away to you lot. Good luck getting the skills down. If you've learned something, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed for more. I don't want your friends learning these skills, I want you learning them so you can nutmeg your friends with them and get the hackers on them as well. So that's what you got to do. Make sure the bell is on so you can win it in the next video. And trust me, the next Sunday video is insane. Don't miss it.